Hey guys, what's up? So in today's video, I want to talk about a space company that is coming public through a SPAC. This came to my attention through a subscriber that commented on a recent video asking me to do an analysis on them. But this video isn't going to be a full analysis on the company, but I want to talk about what this means for Virgin Galactic having a new competitor in the space economy. Okay, so the new company that's coming public is called Momentus, and they're coming public through a SPAC, so Special Acquisition Company. The SPAC is called Stable Road Acquisition Corp. So they're currently trading at $10.38, up from $10. So they really haven't seen a surge in their stock price yet. And this might just be because the momentum that SPACs have experienced over the last 6 months has really been slowing down. So I think that the actual company behind the SPAC matters more now. It seemed like the last 6 months, it didn't matter what the company was. If they were coming public through a SPAC, the share price was going to jump at least 50%. I think those days might be behind us, but we'll see how that plays out in the future here. So yeah, anyway, Stable Road Acquisition Corp, and the ticker is SRAC right now. Okay, so let's take a brief look at what Momentus does, and then I'm going to talk about how this impacts Virgin Galactic. So I'm just going to briefly cover some of the key points they talk about in this article. Merger to create the first publicly traded space infrastructure company at the forefront of the new space economy. So they are in a slightly different area in the space economy. This company isn't focused on space tourism, it's in space infrastructure, and I'm going to explain exactly what that is. So some key things to note here: Momentus partners with customers include SpaceX, Lockheed Martin, and NASA. So yeah, just right off the bat, I think it's a really good sign that they're partnering with companies like SpaceX and NASA, and these partnerships make a lot of sense. And I think you'll understand why they make so much sense once you get a better idea of what this company does. So Momentus, a commercial space company offering in-space transportation and infrastructure services, today announced it has signed a definitive merger agreement with Stable Road Acquisition Corp. And this was on October 7th, so by the time you guys are viewing this video, it's gonna be 2 days ago. So super recent. Once the merger actually does take place, Momentus is going to trade under the ticker symbol MNTS. And I don't believe the merger is supposed to happen until I think the first week of November. So I've been seeing a lot of numbers of what the expected space economy revenue is supposed to be by 2030. They're saying here the current size of the global space economy is expected to grow from an estimated 415 billion to 1.4 trillion by 2030, driving demand for transportation and infrastructure services in space. Now, looking 10 years out, it's super hard to predict, so just take that with a grain of salt. But I do think there's a lot of potential and room to grow, so this could be somewhat accurate. Only time will tell though. So Momentus is well positioned to address the need for in-space transportation and infrastructure services. Utilizing a multi-pronged approach, Momentus is developing capabilities to provide critical infrastructure services, in-space transportation, satellite as a service, and in-orbit services. The company has strong momentum from the rapidly expanding small satellite market, which is seeking low-cost and regular launch access to orbit. Momentus customers include satellite operators, satellite manufacturers, launch providers, defense primes such as Lockheed Martin, and the government agencies such as NASA. And as of September 30th, 2020, the company had customer contracts which represent approximately 90 million in potential revenue over the next few years. So that's really not a significant amount of revenue, especially considering it's over the next few years. So yeah, this company is definitely in its infancy. And in the prospectus of this company, they lay out their expected revenue. I'm not going to be covering that in this video though. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing a full analysis on Momentus, I could do that in a future video, but today I want to focus on Virgin Galactic and what this means for them. So Momentus is creating the first hub and spoke model in space by offering last mile delivery in partnership with key launch operators, including SpaceX. So down here, it just talks about how they've developed the first transport and service vehicle, Vigoride, to serve the need of customers in low Earth orbit by delivering small satellites up to 700 kg to precise destinations. So yeah, it sounds like essentially they're assisting these other space companies with getting their infrastructure into space and making it more affordable and time efficient for these other companies. I did quickly go through their prospectus. They talk about space mining and some other stuff too. So yeah, definitely a very interesting company at first glance here. So yeah, I want to keep this video focused on Virgin Galactic and what a new space company going public means for them. So like I said earlier, if you want to see a full analysis on Momentus, just comment that down below. So I guess the obvious thing to note is that Virgin Galactic is targeting space tourism, where this company is targeting space infrastructure and last mile delivery services. So it is a different area of the space economy. Now, although that is true, Virgin Galactic isn't exactly just a space tourism business. They have spoken about taking payloads to space as well and making revenue through that. But even if Virgin Galactic wants to go more into this side of the space economy as well, I don't see this being an issue at all. So by Momentus going public, I actually think it brings a lot more credibility to Virgin Galactic and a lot more faith in people that the space economy actually will be a thing and a possible unexplored revenue source that has never really been done before. So if anything, I actually think this is going to be very good for Virgin Galactic's share price. It's going to bring more attention to the space economy, and there's only a couple places to look right now. It's Virgin Galactic, and now it's Momentus. Of course, there's Blue Origin and SpaceX, but they're not publicly traded. So the more eyes we can get looking at the space economy, it's really going to be better for Virgin Galactic. And this is just bringing more credibility to them, and it's not as far-fetched as people might once think. You see, if Virgin Galactic was the only company targeting the space economy, that would actually be an issue. You see, where there's large opportunity, competition will naturally follow. So that's why we're seeing companies like Blue Origin and SpaceX trying to enter the space economy as well, because they see potential. Now, you could view it as, oh, but they're going to take customers away from Virgin Galactic. This is bad for the business. Well, I actually think the opposite. I actually think that it's good and it brings more credibility to the space economy. So try not to look at competition like SpaceX and Blue Origin also having their own form of space tourism as a bad thing. This means that these companies believe that there's demand. I've always been on the side that demand is not going to be an issue. It's no secret that the wealth gap in the world is widening. The rich are becoming richer and the poor are becoming poorer. Now, there's a lot of theories to why that is. A big one is inflation, and that's really not going to slow down anytime soon. And this whole health crisis has just accelerated the wealth gap. So the wealthy really aren't going to have any issue affording a service that costs $250,000 for a ticket. And of course, the hope over time is that they can bring down those costs to the $40,000 to $50,000 range, which would open up the market opportunity to 40+ million customers. So yeah, I really like seeing other companies looking at the space economy as potential to make money. I think this is good for the overall industry. We want space to become more mainstream. Right now, people are still scared of it. They think it's high risk, which there is risk for sure associated with space. But I think this will definitely help with investor confidence, and people might start looking at Virgin Galactic more seriously the more companies that we see entering the space economy. So some key takeaways from this video. I think by Momentus going public, this is going to help drive the space economy more mainstream and less speculative. So right now, a lot of investors and people in general probably just don't believe the space economy can be a thing. But when you start to see companies like Virgin Galactic, Momentus, Blue Origin, SpaceX all get into it, I think people are going to become less doubtful over time and more willing to put their money into these companies. And also, maybe this could drive a future partnership. Yes, right now, Virgin Galactic is focused on space tourism, but it's not too far-fetched to believe that Virgin Galactic won't expand into other areas of the space economy. In a previous video, I talked about how they plan to make revenue through payloads. So by having another partnership opportunity, I see this again as a positive. And the good thing about Momentus is that they're not in the space tourism business, so they're really not taking anything away from Virgin Galactic. And then the last thing is just credibility. I've seen comments on many videos that Virgin Galactic is just Richard Branson's billionaire dream to go to space and that this can't be a business. Now, everything just starts as an idea, and then it takes time for the mainstream to adopt it and then accept it into reality. So more companies that are coming public and also attacking the space economy. Again, I just think that this is overall positive for Virgin Galactic, and people will start recognizing that space is going to be a part of our future. And Virgin Galactic is at the forefront of that. That's all I have for this video. If you want to see a video on Momentus, I can do a full analysis for you guys. So comment down below and let me know. And don't forget to drop a like on the video. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe if you want to see more Virgin Galactic content. I cover any news updates and I do weekly videos on them as well. And yeah, thanks for watching until then, guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Oh.
on.